Same port, man. Oh, all right. Well, am I good? No, I'm not mute. Good, good. Yeah. All right. Live from Loudoun Valley High School, I'm Larry King and my partner Rod Ogren from StatStream. We bring local streaming to the next level with real-time statistics and graphics. Check out our website at statstream.biz. That's statstream.biz. Tonight our featured matchup is baseball, Loudoun Valley High School versus the Loudoun County Raiders. Should be a competitive game. Welcome to the show. Let's get it rolling.
Thanks, Larry. That was very well done. It was our first attempt at an actual proper intro, so it'll get a little looser as we go along, I'm sure. One thing we want to point out to everybody listening and watching today, the coach of the Vikings, Wayne Todd, if they win tonight, this will be his 500th career victory. So I'm sure there'll be a ceremonial handing over of the baseball or something like that. Who knows what they have planned, but it's a pretty big milestone regardless, especially in high schools. They only play, 20 games a season, if that? So
Yeah, probably, but not many more with playoffs, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw a couple of trucks out there with a lot of ice in them, so I don't know if they're going to give them an ice bath or
Gatorade
what.
bath.
Christen them. An ice christening. It's warm enough, so at least it's not as cold as it was on Tuesday night when we were out here. Luckily, we were in the booth.
Yeah, it's pretty nice tonight.
It is supposed to be nicer tomorrow. Too bad there are no games.
Yeah, that's okay. I got to leave town anyway, so. And we got the window open, a little breeze coming. The umpires are here. We're just kind of waiting for everybody to get started.
Well, while we're waiting, I wanted to announce some of our sponsors. So we have First Team Sports. They are changing the way you do fundraising. Velocity Wings. Come into one of our 6 family-friendly locations for award-winning gourmet wings, great food, and live sports. Voice Sports from Facebook, viewing our youth consistently everywhere. We are Voice Sports. Valley Energy. It's the smart choice for all your propane, diesel, fuel, and heating oil needs with neighborly professional service, flexible payment options, and competitive pricing. And I must say I've had them for the last few years, and all those things are true. Mannix HVAC. If a problem occurs with your heating or cooling system, don't panic. Call Mannix. We'll be there when you need us. And last but not least, Coach's Corner Grill. Locally owned, family friendly, and live local sports. If you're not at the game, you better be at Coach's Corner.
Thank you, Larry. We'll put in a plug for our own company, too. Yep, about to get started. Going to do the national anthem here shortly. Our company is StatStream. Let us handle your live streaming needs. We specialize in sports streaming with real-time statistics. We'll also do any other event that you would like to have streamed, such as graduations, weddings, and anything you want. Our website is statstream.biz, statstream.biz. All the contact information is out there. Here come tonight's lineups.
Batting leadoff, pitching tonight, number 11, Joe Alexander. Batting second and catching tonight, number 8, Sean Garvin. Batting third, playing first base, number 24, Steven Sommer. Batting cleanup, playing center field, number 29, Sean Goodhart. Batting fifth and DHing tonight, number 10, Jack Pomada. Batting sixth, playing right field, number 1, Tom Ronis. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 7, Dutch DiProspero. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, number 5, Mitch Gillen. Batting ninth, playing third base, number 2, Wyatt DiProspero. And pitching tonight for the Raiders, correction, playing left field, number 22, Gavin Pitts. And now introducing your Loudoun Valley Vikings. Batting leadoff, playing shortstop, number 1, Aaron Lautenslager. Batting 2, playing second base, number 7, David Gingras. Batting third, playing right field, number 15, Jonathan Sedmak. Batting cleanup, playing left field, number 21, Reese Goodland. Batting fifth and DHing tonight, number 33, Michael Grupe. Batting sixth and catching tonight, number 29, Joseph Dinafrito. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 22, Brad Walker. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 5, Jared Molnar. Batting ninth, playing center field, number 8, Riley Ashby. And pitching tonight for the Vikings, number 42, Ryan Dudak. Please stand as we honor our flag and our nation with the playing of our national anthem.
Okay, we are ready to go. You can see the defense up on your screen for the hometown Vikings as we're getting ready to start. And we are going live.
All right. Tonight we should not have any camera problems, so there won't be any random zooming in and zooming out. It'll be on purpose tonight. So,
It still may be random, but it will be on purpose. Shrink this a little bit.
Next to us started playing the national anthem. This old umpire stopped right in the middle of the game. Didn't call time or nothing. Locked up everybody. Nobody knew what to do. That's what it's about.
oh, I agree now.
I'm telling you, it touched me.
I have yelled at people, and people around me were like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I may not have served, but I appreciate what they did. You're stepping on them.
I think this guy was numb. I mean, he was. I talked to him after the game. He's a good umpire too. He's a great umpire.
Yeah.
That's the problem I had last time.
No, that's respect. I've also been. I've announced field hockey games. My daughter plays field hockey for Woodgrove, and everyone, if the band is in the stadium, or everyone stops, which is how it should be. Everyone who can hear it.
It was Richland, Virginia. Is what it was.
Well, that's probably a lot of Patriots.
Oh, it was country, brother.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So, yeah. All right, ready? And there's the throw down to second base. So we are ready to get started here. Top of the first inning. Leading off for the Raiders, number 11, Joe Alexander. Called strike one. Ball, 1-1.
What's up, bro? All right. Mr. Godwin just arrived.
Mr. Goblin in the house.
Foul over the backstop. 1-2.
Just having a little fun up here in the booth.
There's a swing and a ball down the right field line and out of play. I could have moved the camera, but it wouldn't have gotten there fast enough.
That's quite all right. Yes, we don't have the high-tech cameras the major leaguers do, so strictly manual.
Another foul. He's really running up the pitch count. Fouling, seen pretty much everything this guy has to offer.
The sixth pitch that Joe will see from Ryan Dudak. That one's outside for
High
ball.
and outside. Ball 2. 2-2. Counts even up. A little wide there. Full count now. Full count. Joe Alexander's worked it full. Another foul. That's got to be a 9 or 10 pitch at bat.
This would be the eighth pitch he's looking at right here. Larry?
Swing and a miss. Dudak records his first K. Now batting for the Raiders, number 8, Sean Garvin. And there's a ball put in the field. It looks like a base hit as it got snuck under the third baseman's glove. Relay into short is good. And Loudoun County has its first hit of the game. Next up to bat is number 24, Steven Summer. Called strike 1.
Nice looking pitch.
Runner takes a slight lead off of first base. Foul tip, out of play. 0-2.
Pretty safe lead over there at first.
Little outside to the lefty. 1-2. There's a ball hit straight up the middle. On the second for 1. No relay to first. So now 2 down.
A little bit of a juggle by the shortstop there, but
Now batting for the Raiders, number 29, Sean Goodhart. Stands in with 2 men down and runner on first base. Curveball a little high, or maybe a changeup, not sure which. Foul, back to the cage. 1-1.
2 outs for the Vikes now, so Dudak's trying to get out of the first inning. Not much of a lead over there at first.
There's a hit to right field. Fairly deep, but the right fielder's camped under it and makes the catch to retire the side. So at the end of 1/2 inning, there was 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base.
So look at the defense for the Raiders. Joe Alexander on the mound, Sean Garvin behind the plate. Wyatt DeProspero over at third. His brother Dutch is at second. Mitch Gillian at short. Steven Summer at first. The outfield is Gavin Pitts in left, Sean Goodhart center, and Thomas Ronis in right.
You know what's interesting is I can only hear you, I think, in my deaf ear. I think there's only one side of this that's hearing me. It's out of here. Not that it's a big deal. I'll try not to
That
talk over.
that could be. You're on mute, I assume, right? Yeah, you're on mute. Larry and I are chatting, so I was muted, or he was muted, I wasn't. We will be bringing you replays between innings most of the time.
All right. Back to live action. Leading off for the Vikings, number 1, Aaron Lautenschlager. Outside. Strike called. Evens up to count at 1-1.
So Aaron's trying to get a read on the pitcher here.
There's a hit, but right to the shortstop. He fields it cleanly and throws to first in time to record the first out. Now batting for the Vikings, number 7, David Gingras.
You can see on your screen the last play.
That was called a strike.
Ooh, that was a strike.
I guess
I already
that-
wrote it down as a ball.
That plate might have gotten a little
Let's
wider
try
since
that
I
again.
saw it last.
There it goes.
Up foul. 0-2. Quickly in an 0-2 hole. That might have been a curveball, and I just missed it on that first pitch. There's a pop fly in shallow center field right behind second base. The shortstop is out there to make the catch. 2 up and 2 down for the Vikings today. Now batting for the Vikings, Jonathan Sedmak, number 15. And there's a ball high. And there's a ball a little bit outside.
Wanted to make sure. Last time he called that one a strike.
Oh, tight pitch, called a strike. 2-1. It's a ball, 3-1. Hitters count. Had a take sign. Took a strike. Full count now. 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. 0-0.
Joe seems to be good at hitting that lower right corner tonight.
Swing and a miss to retire the side. The first strikeout for the Raiders pitcher. So at the end of 1 inning, the score is 0-0 with only 1 hit recorded thus far. All right, back to live action. The first batter up for the Raiders is number 10, Jack Pomada, the DH. First pitch hits the batter. A little inside.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 1, Tom Rhodes.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 1, Tom Ronis. All right, strike called, 0-1. Bunt attempt, and it's bunted fair, and the throw is in time to first base, but sacrifice is successful to move the runner to second base.
Batting for the Raiders, number 7, Dutch DeProspero.
That's the first time either team has had a runner at second base tonight. Now batting for the Raiders is number 7, Dutch DeProspero. There's a ball a little bit outside.
Just keeping him honest over there at second.
Seems like the batters are hanging out over home plate. From my purview, if the pitch goes straight over the middle, it'll hit this kid in the hands.
Yeah, they're definitely crowding the plate.
Foul ball, 1-1. There's a hit to right field, fairly routine. Right fielder moves to his left. Relay into third base is good.
No, it got away
Keeps
from
the
the third
runner at
baseman.
second
but-
base.
Yeah, got away from the third baseman, but
For the Raiders, number 5, Mitch Gillen.
backed up well by the catcher on that one.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 5, Mitch Gillen. Okay, so yeah, it did get away from the third baseman a little bit, but the runner didn't advance.
Correct.
Curveball for a strike there. Not much action on the second base runner. As long as the pitcher retires the batter, you don't have to worry about where that runner on second base is. A little outside there, 1-1.
Pick up.
Once again, the Loudoun County hitters are crowding the plate. Pitch is called a ball, 2-1. Must have been high. Three and one. Hitters count. Not exactly what you're hoping for, but we'll see what happens next.
Especially now with the runner in scoring position. Mitch Gillen will try to drive in the first run of the night.
There is a foul ball. It does leave the ballpark, not to be caught by the catcher. So count is full count, 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. This is the money pitch here. And there's a hit straight over second base. We're going to see if it's deep enough, which it looks like it might be, to allow the run to score. On the throw in from the outfield, the pitcher had a tip off his glove, which allowed Loudoun County to advance the runner to second base. So, with 2 outs, it's now Loudoun County 1, Loudoun Valley 0. Now batting for Loudoun County, number 2, Wyatt DeProspero. And there's a drive hit to right center field, and it is caught by the right fielder for the third out. In the middle of the second inning, the score is Loudoun County 1, Loudoun Valley 0. County has 2 hits, Valley has 0. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, leading it off on the bottom of the second inning is number 21, Reese Goodlin. Goodlin.
He did it again. He only waits until Reese's dad is in the booth, and then he says it wrong.
That's right. I always say it wrong when Reese's dad's standing next to me in the booth.
Oh,
but
he gets a hit.
he gets a first base hit for Loudoun Valley. What a way to start off the game for Mr. Goodlin.
You can call him anything you want to forget, Fred.
That's right. Next time I'll say Godlin hit home run. Next up to bat for Valley is number 33, Michael Groupé, the pitcher from Tuesday's game, who had 10 strikeouts, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think he had 11 actually. He had quite the game. He'll be playing baseball at Virginia Tech next year.
There's a ball just a little bit outside.
Throw to first was awfully
As I
close.
looked down, the pitcher threw over to first base, and I missed it, but luckily,
Yeah, I didn't get the
Mr.
camera over
Goodlin
there in
is
time
called
either.
safe.
So. I didn't get the camera there in time either, Larry, but it was a pretty close play.
Ball 2-0.
Goodlin with 1 foot on the grass.
And that's a ball a little bit outside. 3-0. Wonder if the take sign will be on. That's an excellent pickoff move that the pitcher has. That is a quick turn. Last game we had 2 balks, 1 by each team.
That is a quick turn. I had trouble keeping up with it on the camera angle here.
It's, great move for a right-hander, absolutely. And there's a strike right down the middle. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Maybe a change up, change of speeds there. Full count. 3-2. And there's a ball just a little bit high and outside. Now for the Vikings, they have 2 runners on with no outs in the bottom of the second inning. Now batting for the Vikings, number 29, Joseph Donofrio. Might get a chance to see how the pitcher's move is towards second base.
They did try to sneak in the shortstop behind him, but Vikes are ready. Donofrio bunt.
squares to bunt, but pulls back, and a ball is called.
I believe this is the first time the Vikes have had runners in scoring position tonight. Big rivalry game tonight in almost any sport that these two play.
Another bunt attempt, but he doesn't offer at it, so it is now 2-0. He bunts it successfully towards the pitcher, and he makes a great throw down to third base. So it's an unfortunate bunt, bunted a little too fast, and the pitcher was coming off the mound in anticipation. So that leaves runners at first and second with 1 out. Now batting for the Vikings, number 22, Bradley Walker. It's a little warmer tonight, so it'll be interesting if we see a long fly ball, how far it carries. There's a strike called, 0-1 count. Called strike 2. And there's a base hit to right field, which is going to score the first run. The ball slips under the right fielder's glove, so the second run, no, I apologize. Second run's coming around right now. So Bradley Walker gets himself a double. I would say it was a single with an error, but we'll see what the official scorer has. And now batting for Loudoun Valley's number 5, Jared Molnar. There's ball 1, so an error was given to the right fielder for it slipping underneath of his glove. But Loudoun Valley takes the lead nonetheless. And with 1 out, they have a runner on second base. And there is a ball hit down the right field and out of play. The count should even up at 1-1. Ball 2 called by the umpire. I didn't see. It was like a delayed call, so I had to wait in anticipation for what it was.
Yeah, I wasn't sure on that one either, Larry. He stepped away like he was going to call a strike, but then he didn't make the motion.
And there's a swing and a foul tip for strike 2, so it counts even at 2-2.
The Vikes still with only 1 out and a runner in scoring position. They'd love to get another one across here.
Catcher setting up outside. And the pitcher throws it there. Luckily, Jared got a piece of it. Count remains at 2-2. Another foul out of play. Count remains at 2-2. Ooh, called strike 3. That was under the corners. A beautiful pitch, which results in the second out of the inning for Loudoun Valley. Now batting for Loudoun Valley, number 8, Riley Ashby, number 9 hitter.
With 2 outs, Riley'd love to get a hit here and drive in a run.
And there's a pickoff attempt, but
Oh,
it is
that was awfully
unsuccessful.
close.
Pitcher has a good spin move to second base as well.
That one looked pretty close when he threw it. I thought he had him, Larry.
If the throw would have been low, he would have had him, but luckily the throw was a little high. And there's a ball hit to second base. Relay is in time to record the third out of the inning. At the end of 2 innings of play, it is Loudoun Valley 2, Loudoun County 1. All right, first up to bat for the Raiders is Joe Alexander. He's leading off the top of the third inning. And there is a hit, a sharp down the third base. Scoots by the third baseman. He didn't really have much of a chance. I mean, he took his best effort, but results in a single. Second hit of the game. Third hit, I should say, for the Raiders. Now batting for the Raiders is number 8, Sean Garvin. Runner on first base and nobody out. First pitch swinging was the last batter. Pitch is in there for a ball. Second pitch caught the inside corner of the plate for a strike. 1-1.
Not taking much of a lead over at first, so Vikings aren't too worried about Joe stealing a base.
Interesting. 2-1. That pitch has been called a strike before, but
That one looked
not
pretty
on this
low.
occasion.
That was barely above the dirt.
Same pitch, called a strike this time. Now it counts even to 2-2.
I think that one was a little higher, Larry. The other one looked like it was almost in dirt.
That's definitely an outside pitch. A throw down to second base, and the runner is out trying to steal second base.
Sorry about that. Kind of missed the camera work there.
So that erases a base hit for the Raiders.
Yes, it
Not what you
does.
want to do. Count should be 3-2, I think.
Yeah.
And there's a ball hit deep to left field, and it is over the head of the left fielder. Luckily, Loudoun Valley was able to get that throw out at second base on the attempted stolen base. Otherwise, the game could be tied right now. That was a solid double by Sean Garvin. Now batting for the Raiders, number 24, Steven Summer, left-handed batter. Runner on second base, 1 down. And there's a swing and a miss. Starts off, count 0-1. Looks like the wind's picking up out there, judging by the umpire's pants. Luckily, we're in the booth, so we don't feel the wind. There's a hit directly to center field. Center fielder backs up a little bit and then comes back in. Makes a good relay throw to the shortstop to keep the runner at second base. Next up to bat for the Raiders is number 29, Sean Goodhart, with a runner on second base and 2 down. Once again, Valley's pitcher just needs to concentrate on the batter here. If he retires the batter, doesn't have to worry about what the runner is doing. Ball high. There's a foul. It looks like it's out of play just barely. And this time, Mr. Ogren got the camera over there.
If I know where it's going, it helps. Hard to pick it up a lot of times in my screen.
Hey, it's not easy doing what Mr. Rod is doing. He's got one hand on the keyboard and one hand on the camera.
Yeah, the difficulty is picking up the ball off the bat because I can only watch it on this TV screen.
Oh, there's a
That
pickoff
should have
attempt.
been a
Luckily, the
ball.
second baseman was made aware of it. Otherwise, that ball would have
Wow.
been thrown into center field.
I thought he was going to call a balk on that. Not your traditional
All right,
move.
the count's 1-1. 2 down. Top of the third inning. There's a swing and a miss. 1-2.
Chasing one in the dirt there.
Yeah. See if he'll chase it again.
Worth a shot. 1-2. You got some pitches to waste.
He chased that one, but he hits it to center field.
I don't think that was a
And the
chase.
center fielder makes the catch in right center to retire the side. So, for Loudoun County, 2 hits in the inning, no runs, and in the middle of the third inning, it is still Loudoun Valley 2, Loudoun County 1.
Let's see if I can bring up a couple replays here, Larry. Just give me a minute. Okay, so this should be the first run.
All right, we're about ready to start the bottom of the third inning, but before we do, we work for StatStream. Let us handle your live streaming needs. We specialize in sports streaming with real-time statistics. Mr. Ogren is a master on the keyboard with all that stuff. All I do is call the game. Now up for Loudoun Valley in the leadoff spot is number 1, Aaron Lautenschlager.
Thank you for that compliment, Larry, but I don't always, it's not a perfect system by any means.
Called strike 1. Pitch looked good to me.
Would
Sun
be to
is
them,
back
too.
out now from behind the clouds, which could impact the hitters for a bit. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2.
Lautenschlager ground out in the first.
There's a
Takes the
ball in
ball
the
there.
dirt. 1-2. A little outside. Ball 2. And there's a strike called. That's the second strikeout for Loudoun County's pitcher. Now batting for Loudoun Valley with 1 down is number 7, David Gingras. Swing and a miss.
Gingras hit
Strike 2, swing and a miss.
Gingras popped it up to the shortstop last at bat.
There's a pitch a little bit outside. Ball 1, 1-2. A little low, 2-2. Counts even. Outside, full count. Called strike
Whoa.
3. That's the second strikeout of the inning.
A little surprised by that call. Looks pretty
Next
high and
up for
out
the
to me,
Vikings
but
is number 15, Jonathan Sedmak.
that's why the umpires get paid and we don't. Plus, we're up here in the booth. Easy to judge from up here.
All right, that's ball 1. Wasn't sure there for a second. And then a strike called, 1-1. And there's a dribbler hit to the pitcher. It's like a
Oh, we might.
and he is
It's
called
safe.
safe. I think the ball actually hit him as he crossed the base, but no harm, no foul. It results in an excuse me base hit, unless the official score determines it's an error.
And it wasn't fielded cleanly by the pitcher, but
Next
give it an
up
error?
for
Okay.
Loudoun Valley is number 21, Reese Goodlin.
Reese singled in his last at bat, the second inning. Takes first from
That's
inside.
a ball inside, I assume. I didn't see the
Yeah,
umpire's hand
it
go
was
up.
way inside. Bugs, I think she said now. Think that goes to stolen base or a wild pitch? Yeah, that's what I credited for him. Yeah, that's what I've credited him with as well.
Oh, and there's a sharp drive hit foul down the first base line. Got an RBI attempt for Reese right now. Looks like there's a big gap between where the second baseman is playing and second base. If he can find that gap.
Ooh, that was well hit.
He attempted to find it, but it throws it, or instead hits it to the second baseman, and he is retired to retire the side. So at the end of 3, it is Loudoun Valley 2, Loudoun County 1.
Five hits, I had 4. I don't know, it's off somewhere. Yeah, it's a little off. As you can see, I have 4 hits. It's 5-2 out there. There's a few tweaks I need to make still, but yeah, trying to catch. Those are easy once you get if you have all the numbers to figure out. And then I'm trying to put up, as they come around again, you'll see what they did last inning in the lower corner here. But, it's a work in progress. When when a lot of things happen, I fall behind. There are 2 runs, and like,
This is when you go by
Yeah, so like
how you populated with all that stuff there.
yes, I just put in these initials, and then, and it's been a while since I did baseball, so I got to remember what the numbers
Now
are.
batting for the Raiders, number 10, Jack Pomada.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 10, Jack Pomada, the DH.
Let's get rid of that sponsor blurbs. There we go.
Called strike. I saw his arm moving. I think he was wondering there for a second. Another called strike. All right, I thought that one was too, so guess I'm starting to get in sync with the umpire.
Oh, Jack was hit by a pitch last inning. That's why.
And there's a
seeing
hit
him.
to the shortstop. He scoops it, and it's going to be close. Did he get him? Looks like
Got
he
him.
did. By a step. What a great throw.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 1, Tom Rose.
Next up for the Raiders, number 1, Thomas Ronis.
Ooh. All right. Came back. It
Called
started so far
strike.
inside. Wow. I thought I was going to hit him. I thought I was going to hit him at first. Joe.
There is a ball hit to the first baseman. Out of play. Foul ground. Caught. Second batter retired.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 7, Dutch DeProspero.
Next up to bat for the Raiders is number 7, Dutch DeProspero. Comes up with 2 outs and no one on base. And there's a ball just a little bit outside.
Let's see what Joe did in his last at bat here. He had a fly ball in the second inning. Fly
There we go.
to right.
It evens the count at 1-1. Called strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Whatever that was, I'd either throw it faster, but certainly not slower. Foul straight back. Luckily, Mr. Ogren caught that one for us.
That was an ankle breaker.
He's got a glove on one hand and one on the camera and one on the keyboard.
Apparently, I'm an octopus.
All right, ball's hit to short left field. Oh, and it is
he get it?
dropped.
Oh, he dropped it. Shoot.
Yeah, shortstop looked like he interfered with the play just a little bit. They need to communicate maybe a little bit better. So that's probably going to be the first error charged to Loudoun Valley.
Mitch Gillen.
Next up for the Raiders, number 5, Mitch Gillen.
Mitch with a single in the second inning.
All right, that's ball 1. I wasn't sure there for a second. The umpire was reaching into his pocket. Didn't know if he was going to pull out a strike call or not. All right, that's a ball outside. 2-0. And there's a hit to right center field. It looks like it could be trouble, but the right fielder moves over really well and makes the catch on the fly to retire the side. So in the middle of the 4th inning, the score remains Loudoun Valley 2, Loudoun County 1. strike zone. It could be over in the next 30 minutes.
See if we can get you a couple replays here in the in-between. This will be County doing something. Been a little bit ago, so I don't remember exactly what this one is. He hits it and I try to move the camera. This was the long drive to left center. The Vikings with a nice relay in, but a good hit. Let's see what this one's going to be. Oh, this was the, just couldn't quite catch that one.
All right,
we
as
go
we
back to
come
live
back
action.
to live action, bottom of the fourth inning, the leadoff hitter for the Vikings this inning is number 33, Michael Grupe. Ball hit foul down the right field line and out of play. 0-1. And there's a slow dribbler hit down the third base line.
That
It is a
could work.
fair ball. And
Oh,
the
they got him
throw
out. Wow,
is
good
just
throw.
in time to retire Mr. Grupe. Next up for Loudoun Valley is number 29, Joseph Donofrio. A little bit outside there. Ball one.
Oop.
I think the third baseman is expecting a bunt.
Quite a number there for Joseph. Let's see if we can get this right. There we go. Joseph grounded out in the second. Dribbled it back to the pitcher. Yes, that's right. He bunted and the pitcher threw him out at third. That's why it was a 1-5.
There is a ball hit down the right field line. It is in foul territory. And
Out of play.
out of play. Actually,
least-
it's brought back into play. I don't know, it must have hit the fence on the way down, but nonetheless,
Well, my camera doesn't reach over there anyway.
It's
We're
a
not
1-1
Not at
count.
an angle where I can get that close to the fence.
wow, called strike, 1-2. Umpire likes that outside corner tonight.
Yes, he does. That may explain why County was crowding the plate. That
There's
was
a
way
ball,
out
I believe. Yes, 2-2.
there. Joe's throwing his 46th pitch here. Getting
Change
about
up.
halfway to the limit.
Foul tip. Not caught by the catcher. Count remains at 2-2. Ball low, I'm guessing. Now it's a full count. Here comes the money pitch. And there's a hit down to third base. Good relay down to first to retire Donofrio. Next up to bat for the Vikings is number 22, Bradley Walker. Comes up with two men down in the bottom of the fourth inning with a 2-1 lead.
Bradler's is
Be
responsible
nice to
for
get a two-run or two-out rally going right now for the
Bradler's
Vikings.
responsible for both runs thus far tonight.
Well, let's see if he can be responsible for a third run.
Such a responsible young man. Not on that one.
And there's a fly ball, not exactly hit where I would like to see it, but it's caught in center field or right center field by the right fielder to retire the side. So at the end of 4, your score remains Loudoun County 1, Loudoun Valley 2.
You can't hear me at all, huh?
All right, now batting for the Raiders is number 2, Wyatt DiProspero. Ball 2-0. There's a foul ball down the third base line. Count 2-1. There's a ball hit to the third baseman. He stumbles a little bit, but recovers nicely and retires the batter. That was a heck of a play.
Now batting for the Raiders, their leadoff hitter, number 11, Joe Alexander.
Now batting for Loudoun County's number 11, Joe Alexander.
Sorry about the camera work there, folks. Sometimes it gets
Little
a little
outside.
loose. Joe had a strikeout in the first and a single in the third.
Called strike.
Ooh, strike.
There's a ball hit foul down the first base line and out of play. Cleveland lost 2-0 to the Twins.
Did they?
Counts 1-2 with 1 down in the top of the 5th inning.
1 or 2.
Swing and a miss.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 8, Sean Garber.
Next up for the Raiders is number 8, Sean Garvin.
Sean he's got 2 hits tonight. Single in the first and double in the second. Definitely got the hot hand
There's
for
a
the
strike
Raiders
called.
tonight.
I hear that all the way up here.
Sean's definitely got the hot hand for the Raiders tonight. 2 hits.
Little outside. Ball 1. Evens the count. There's a ball hit down the first base line. It might stay in the ballpark, and it does, and caught by number 22, Bradley Walker. A nice play to retire the side. So, in the middle of the 5th inning, your score remains Loudoun Valley 2, Loudoun County 1.
Show you a nice bunt here from the Vikings last inning. Well, actually, it wasn't a bunt, but it looked like one of them came off his bat, but he beat it out. I don't remember.
Dude moves this game along pretty fast. Behind the plate.
Yeah, our umpire doesn't like to waste a lot of time. I actually worked with him in rec league basketball. Yep, he moves them along.
Counts the number of pitches. It is.
They should send him up to the majors.
Now batting for the Vikings. Number 5, Jared Molnar.
First up in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Vikings is number 5, Jared Molnar.
Jared with a strikeout in the second, looking to get something going for the Vikes.
There's a ball high and outside. Strike called just on the outside.
You know, that peanut gallery commenting on the balls and strikes.
He did not go. It is 2-1.
Okay, he said he didn't go around. Good deal.
And there's a ball hit to center field. Wow, center fielder makes a heck of a run to make the catch. Next up for the Vikings is number 8, Riley Ashby. So Molnar is retired on the sharp ground or sharp fly ball to center field. Let's see if we can hit it a little further.
Riley ground out in the second, hit it to second base.
Well, a bunt attempt is held and strike is called.
Vikings just trying to manufacture a run here. Their pitching is holding them down, kind of obviously with only one run. But the Vikes can't get anything across either.
There's a
Could be
dribbler
trouble.
hit to third base.
And in
He
time.
is out at first. Looked like he might have gotten pulled off of first base, but that could just be my perspective. Now the leadoff batter comes up for Loudoun Valley with 2 outs. Aaron Lautenschlager.
Lautenschlager grounded the shortstop in the first and struck out in the third.
Looking for a strike is called. 0-1. Foul tip straight back. 0-2. Pitcher's working fast this inning.
Down to, well, we need 6 more outs, but yep. Be nice to get a couple runs across here.
There's a ball. Low and outside.
Sorry for the ones. County will bring up their third hitter in the next inning.
A little
Got it.
outside. Ball 2. Evens up the count.
Conversations going on in the booth, which
2
you're not always
outs.
privy to at home, but
2 strikes. 2
trying
balls.
to keep you updated.
There's a ball that is hit in foul ground. A long run for the first baseman, second baseman, and right fielder, but none of them come up with it.
Just getting in their wind sprints.
There's a ball hit to short center field. We'll see if it's going to fall in there. A heck of an attempt
nice.
by the second baseman,
Did he get it or no?
but he did not get it.
Wow.
So it is recorded, should be recorded as the 3rd hit of the game for Loudoun Valley.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 7, David Jenkins.
Next up for the Vikings is number 7, David Gingras.
Let's see what David's up to. Hit a fly ball, pop up to the short in the first inning, and struck out in the third. Love to get something going here for the Vikes.
Pitch is called a ball. 1-0. Runner on first base for Loudoun Valley. Been a while since they had a runner on.
Yeah, not taking a huge lead out there. Oh, there's the pickoff move. He doesn't even have a foot on the grass out there, so it's not as big a lead as Mr. Goodland was taking earlier. I said it right.
Ball 2.
Got about the same lead he did before. No foot on the grass yet.
Strike called. 2-1.
Ginger's looking for the sign from his coach. Coach Todd looking for his 500th win this evening. Up.
Throw over to first base. Safe again.
He does have a quick move, though. I'm having trouble keeping up with him. I'm even cheating that direction. Yes, 2-1. 2 outs.
Ball 3. 3-1.
Yeah, we're a little surprised he's not trying to take second, but now at 3-1, I'm guessing they'll hold him.
Ball 4. Take your free pass. Next up for Loudoun Valley is number 15, Jonathan Sedmak. Number 3 hitter. Oh, the Loudoun County coach is paying a visit to the mound.
Okay, Jono had a strikeout in the first, single in the third. See if we can find your replay here while we're waiting for this mound stuff. That's the technical term, Larry. Mound stuff.
The mound visit.
Yeah, that. All right, I believe this is the short hit to right center that they just couldn't quite come up with. Look at that, 3 players converging. Diving effort, but couldn't make the catch. Let's see what's up before that.
All right, looks like the pitcher's staying in the game. Maybe the coach is just seeing what they wanted for dinner.
Okay, we are back to live action.
There's a ball hit to center field, but not as deep as I first thought, and it is caught by the center fielder to retire the side. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and the score remains at the end of 5. Loudoun Valley 2, Loudoun County 1. Tight game.
All right, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors this evening. Coach's Corner Grill, locally owned, family friendly, and live local sports. If you're not at the game, you better be at Coach's Corner. Our newest sponsor, Mannix HVAC. If a problem occurs with your heating or cooling system, don't panic, call Mannix. We'll be there when you need us. And we'll read the rest of the sponsors when we get a chance.
Leading off the top of the sixth for the Raiders is number 24, Steven Summer. Called strike one. There's a ball hit to second base, a little to the left of the second baseman. He recovers in time,
Nice
but
cover
doesn't
by
make
the
a good
catcher.
throw.
That was a nice cover by the catcher there to back him up.
Good backing up by the catcher, and luckily the runner stays at first base. Next up for the Raiders is number 29, Sean Goodhart. While he comes to bat, we're going to announce our other sponsor, Valley Energy. Valley Energy is a smart choice for all your propane, diesel, fuel, and heating oil needs with neighborly professional service, flexible payment options, and competitive pricing. First pitch is swung on and fouled back out of play for a strike.
So as you can see in this case, Sean has hit fly balls in both the first and third innings. One to right, one to center.
Second pitch is called a ball, 1-1. Ball two. Another one of our sponsors is Voice Sports, viewing our youth consistently everywhere. We are Voice Sports. Straight down the middle for a strike, even up to count at 2-2.
We also have First Team Sports, changing the way you do fundraising. They do fundraising for various local high schools.
There's an excuse me hit to the pitcher who gets the batter, but the leadoff runner or the lead runner is allowed to go to second. He thought about going to second, but probably wasn't a good idea. So, with one out, Jack Pomada comes up to the plate with one down and a runner on second base looking for an RBI.
RBI ties things up.
Swing and a miss.
Jack was hit by a pitch in the second inning and then grounded out to the shortstop in the fourth.
Second pitch is called a ball, even though the umpire made a motion like a strike. 1-1. Strike two, swinging. Yeah, he made a motion straight up, so I didn't know if that was okay. Time is called. Counts 1-2.
Another sponsor tonight, Velocity Wings, coming to one of our 6 family-friendly Virginia locations for
There's a ball hit down the third base line. And nice in fair ground, the catch is made by the left fielder. It's an excellent running catch. I thought that ball was going to be a foul ball, but an excellent catch is made for the second out, stranding the runner, or leaving temporarily the runner at second base. Next up for Loudoun County is number 1, Tom Ronis.
Tom Ronis had a sacrifice fly to drive in. No, I don't think he drove in the run, actually. Just moved the runner
And there's a
around.
strike called, 0-1.
And he hit a fly ball in the fourth. Would have been a pop-up. So it went to the first baseman.
Strike two, swinging. Thus far, this has been a fast-moving game, as it's only been an hour and 19 minutes. And
extremely fast.
We could be entering the middle of the 6th inning with another strike here.
Oh,
there's a ball hit straight up the middle.
On, pick it up.
Not recovering in time, unfortunately, is the second baseman. So they're now runners on the corners with 2 outs. Next up to bat is number 7, Dutch DiProspero for the Raiders.
Dutch hit a fly ball in the second and might have reached on there in the fourth. Not exactly sure what I meant by that.
Swing and a miss. Foul straight back, 0-2.
Be a great time to get a strikeout here, Larry.
If you have a filthy pitch, now would be the time to throw it.
Yes, it would. Money pitch coming at you.
There's another foul. Is it going to stay in fair territory or in the stadium? No,
Nope.
It is not.
Out of play.
It's out of play.
Oh, and 2. See if we can get him to chase one here.
Ball one high, 1-2.
That's okay. See if he'll chase. Throw it up there.
And there's a ball hit right down the third base line.
Right
That
down
is
the
a
line.
screamer right down there. One run scores. The next runner is going to slide into third base. And Tom Ronis has himself a double. Now this gets interesting with 2 outs and number 5, Mitch Gillen, stepping up to the plate for the Raiders. The game is tied at 2 in the top of the 6th inning. This next run is important. Coach Wayne Todd is coming out for a mound visit. Oh, I apologize. Jason Young is coming out for a mound visit. It looks like we're going to get a alternate pitcher. Now on the mound for Loudoun Valley is number 7, David Gingras. And number 17, Coy Cron, goes into right field for Loudoun Valley.
So Ryan Dudak threw 86 pitches this evening. He's only showing 66 on there because that's from the last inning. 2 strikeouts, no walks, 46 strikes, 20 balls. Hit 1 batter and dealt with 2 ground balls and 8 that were fouled off. We get a new pitcher in the game. We'll talk about the rest of our sponsors here. I think the last one we mentioned, I started talking about Velocity Wings. Their website is velocitywings.net. Come into one of our 6 family-friendly Virginia locations for award-winning gourmet wings, great food, and live sports. I think we mentioned First Team Sports. I am Rod Ogren, and my partner Larry King is part of StatStream. Let us handle your live streaming needs. We specialize in sports streaming with real-time statistics. So Coach Todd still looking for his 500th win. Thought he might have an easy one tonight as County came in at 2-5.
Now playing in right field for the Vikings, number 17, Coy Cron.
As Cron moves to right field, number 17 for the Vikes. Coy Cron, excuse me. All right, we're ready to roll here.
All right, back to live action. Stepping in for Loudoun County is number 5, Mitchell Gillen. Runners on 2nd and 3rd and 2 down. Tight spot here in a tie ball game. First pitch is called a ball. Fouled off, 1-1. Gillen's the number 8 hitter for Loudoun County, so you probably want to dispose of him as quickly as you can.
Well, you need to get out of the inning here, Larry.
And there's a ball hit
Dribbled.
to the shortstop. Picks it up,
Oh,
makes
no.
a okay throw. Luckily, the first baseman has good range and is able to secure it.
That was not a good throw.
Yeah, he skipped it in there to first base. I'm being a little generous. The result is the third out is recorded before the run can score. So in the middle of the 6th inning, the score is now tied at 2 apiece for Loudoun County and Loudoun Valley.
Here, we're going to show you that last play again here. This was not the prettiest thing in the world. Hit directly to short, fields it cleanly, just short-armed the throw a little bit. First baseman did a nice job picking it up. While we're here, we'll see if we can bring another replay. This should be County's RBI here. Just ripped it down the third baseline. Brought in one, brought the runner from first all the way to third. But the Vikings managed to shut him down with Jingers coming in to close out the inning. We get ready for the next inning here.
All right, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for Loudoun Valley is Reese Goodland. And there's a drive hit to center field and deep, but unfortunately the center fielder is playing deep enough to make the catch. So Goodland is retired. Next up for the Vikings is their designated hitter, number 33, Michael Grupe, the pitcher for Tuesday night's game. Threw a complete game.
Yes, he did. Grupe had a walk in the second, ground out to the pitcher in the fourth.
There's a ball barely outside.
Barely.
Another one barely outside.
Even farther out. Good thing there's no one on base for that one.
Counts 2-0 with 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. Tie ball game. Kind of a half swing and a miss. Strike 2. Or strike 1, I apologize. Strike 1, that's right. First 2 pitches were a little bit outside. Kind of buckles him on that one. 2-2, evens up the count.
Looks pretty inside from up here, and you can hear a few of the fans not agreeing with that call.
Outside, I'm guessing.
That was a makeup call.
There's a foul ball out of play down the right field line. No need to go over that way, Mr. Ogren.
Just practicing.
You're not going to see
Just
that
practicing.
ball.
Trying to pick the ball up on my TV through the fence.
And there is a ball
got him.
a little bit
Walk.
outside for ball 4.
Gave him the walk.
So, next up to bat for the Vikings is number 29, Joseph Donofrio, the catcher. 1 out and 1 on. Good spot here. Hopefully we can get something going.
Joseph has 2 grounders.
Break this tie.
Joseph has 2 grounders. In the second, ground out to the pitcher. He had bunted in that one, trying to score some runners. And then in the fourth, he grounded out to the third baseman. Trying to bunt again and takes a strike.
Called strike. There's a bunt and a throw by the catcher down to first base, not in time. So the count is quickly 0-2 to Donofrio. And there's a slow grounder hit to third base. Throw over to second in time. Not in time to first. Double play is avoided by an excellent hustle by Donofrio. Next up to bat for Valley is number 22, Bradley Walker, playing first base tonight. He's had an excellent time at first base tonight, saving the team a couple of runs on a couple of close throws there.
Yeah, he's
picking one out of the dirt
pretty well. Yeah, he had a single in the second. Looking for another one here. Had a fly ball to right in the fourth.
There is a line drive. Will it stay up? Unfortunately, it does. The right fielder was playing shallow enough to make the catch. So, at the end of the sixth inning, or after six, the score is tied 2-2.
Yeah, it looked like they had a scouting report on Mr.
First up for the Raiders in the top of the seventh inning is number 2, Wyatt DiProspero.
Wyatt hit a fly ball in the second to right and ground out to the third baseman in the fifth.
Wow, there's a breaking ball that didn't break. Ball 1.
Had to duck under that one.
Slipped out of his hand, most likely. And there is a foul straight back, 1-1. A little bit inside, 2-1. Foul down to third base. 2-2.
Time is called. Wyatt will reset in the batter's box.
There we go. There's strike 3 called, and the batter knew it. Next up for the Raiders is number 11, Joe Alexander.
Joe with 2 strikeouts and a single tonight.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. There's a foul back towards the catcher. 0-2. See if we can get a strikeout here. There's a ball hit softly and an excellent catch made by the shortstop. He may have been injured on the play. It looked like he hit pretty hard.
right.
So now with 2 outs, trying to see if the shortstop has injured himself. He seems to have collected himself, and he's walking back towards short. Coming up to bat for Loudoun County is number 8, Sean Garvin. Shortstop appears to be okay.
Should be able to get you that replay when we get a break, so you can see exactly what happened to him. Unfortunately, we don't have the ESPN camera, so we can't zoom in that far.
Right arm got kind of pinned underneath of him.
Yeah.
There's a
Nice
called strike
pitch.
1.
That one dropped right in there, didn't it? Batter backed up, and it dropped in on him.
Same pitch, same result, 0-2.
That was a beautiful
Catcher's probably
pitch.
calling the same pitch. We'll see if he throws
I
it.
doubt it.
Nope. That's a fly ball to center field. Center fielder's running over, and he makes the catch to
play.
retire the
All
side.
right.
So, for the first time since I've been announcing baseball this year, all 2 games, we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning with the score tied. 2-2.
Here, let me give you that replay real quick, Larry. See the shortstop made the play.
You do that, man.
Larry leaves. All right, so here's the play of the shortstop where he got hurt a little bit. Just makes a dive and grab. Yeah, he just kind of landed on his arm and hit his chin. Yeah, definitely came up in pain there.
His arm gets trapped underneath. Is that what happened?
Looked like it.
The elbow, yeah. It's hard to try to brace yourself without getting that arm off.
Yeah.
Jared Molnar, double in the gap right here. Lead off, double in the gap right here.
Yeah, right there. He lands on his arms.
7th inning win here.
Ouch. Yes, this would be the time to come through in the 7th, bottom of the 7th, and take the game.
If your son comes up to bat, I'm going to call him Godwin. We'll see what happens. All right, that was a throw down to second, a little off target. You know, he was probably throwing it to the second baseman.
Now batting for the Vikings is number 5, Jared Molnar.
Leading off for the Vikings in the bottom of the 7th inning is number 5, Jared Molnar.
Jared
See if he can get a little magic going
struck out in the second to fly ball to
to
center
get
in the
Coach
5th.
Todd his 500 wins. 500th win. Strike called. There's a ball sharply
There you go.
hit between third and short for a base hit. What a leadoff hit. That's the first time the Valley has had a leadoff runner in a few innings.
Number 8, Riley Ashby. Come on, Riley.
All right, now the number 9 hitter, number 8, Riley Ashby comes up. Looking to move a runner.
Riley's ground out in both of his at-bats thus far.
If you can, you got to bunt it down the first base line, I would say. Third baseman's playing in short. First baseman's got to hold the runner on.
I would agree with that, Larry.
Is that a
Pitcher.
balk?
No,
Nope.
he didn't move toward the plate. We can hope. We didn't call a balk on the up.
The throw over is not in time. Barely not in time.
Yes.
That pitcher has an excellent move.
Yeah, Joe definitely does have a good move out there.
Yeah, but I tell you what, buddy, just throw one away here.
Yep. PA announcer brings up a good point. If he throws it away, puts a run in scoring position. Tries him again over there with no luck. He's not taking a particularly big lead out there, so. There's the
There's
bunt.
a fairly
That
decent
looks
bunt.
nice.
There's really only one play, and that's to go to first base.
Nice. Excellent bunt.
So sacrifice bunt was successful, moving the runner up to second. And next batter up for Loudoun Valley is number 1, Aaron Lautenschlager. He had a few hits in Tuesday night's game. Let's see if he can collect one right here. Hey, a base hit to the right side probably scores a run.
He did have a single in the 5th. See if we can duplicate that.
Is that a little high for a ball?
It's a sac fly. Just needs to be sacrificed.
Outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Runner on second base, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning here for Loudoun Valley. Looking for the winning run any way they can get it. Pitcher steps off. Well, that was a wild throw a little bit by the pitcher. Had that been thrown to the third base side of second, he would have been probably out, but he gets back just in time. That was a tight play.
Oof.
And there is a ball, 2-1. And there is a base hit. No, his second baseman gets over, but the runner moves down to third.
Ooh.
Almost takes too big of a round turn around third base. So, batting with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning is number 7, David Gingras. He's got someone here. All he's got to do is hit the ball. Well, there's 2 outs. You got to hit the ball. You got to get a base hit or an error. Ball 1.
There we go.
And there is a slow roller to short.
Yes!
And the throw pulls the first baseman off.
Wow. Throw was
So
just
Loudoun
off the
Valley
mark.
comes
Wow.
back and wins it in the bottom of the 7th with a base hit. It's going to be given to David Gingras, so he has the winning base hit. And, most importantly, Coach Todd has his 500th win for Loudoun Valley. Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed our coverage of tonight's game. The replay and highlights will be up on statstream.biz website under the On Demand button within 24 hours. For my partner, Rod Ogren, and StatStream, this is Larry King signing off. Thank everyone for watching tonight's broadcast. Have a great night.